Hey guys, welcome to a new spin-off of the Home Updates series. Meanwhile, I'm recording this video. I'm rendering one of my latest, biggest video. It takes really a lot of time, so maybe when you're watching this video, the other video will be uploaded on my main channel, so check it out. Okay, let's start with this video. Let's get back to 2006. I discovered Stepmania, that is a sort of open source free game that simulates DDR arcade machines. It was so interesting because many people online could create their songs and share them via the net. Unfortunately, in 2006 I wasn't grown up, so my parents didn't buy me a DDR mat, but I started learning the rules playing on my keyboard. And since I'm a pianist and a musician, I enjoyed a lot. Okay, in university years, I get back to Stepmania and I was intrigued to play it with mats, so I bought one on AliExpress. It was quite cool, but it wasn't super precise, and without a bar on the back, it was quite hard to play some songs. Okay, and mainly the songs divide into keyboard style songs and mat songs. Since on mat is quite more tricky, and but on the keyboard you can make faster songs. On the mat is quite interesting since you have to think to some other things, for example the balance of the body, the understanding which foot put in which position, and for example sometimes it's better to reuse the same foot on two consequent arrows to have a better life. Okay, as I told you about 3 years ago from now, I moved and I wrote a list of crazy updates of my new home. One of those was of course the DDR professional or sort of mat. Since the normal commercial industrial mats costed really a lot, for example for a normal sturdy mat without a bar, the cost was around 300 to 500 euros. For me it was too much, and they wanted maybe a foldable bar. In this way I could fold it and put it somewhere when I'm not using it. So I decided to build one myself. I followed the tutorial of an Italian YouTuber. Okay, I'll link his series in the description, just in case you wanted to build a mat yourself. Okay, the square floorboard was cut by a carpenter. On the bottom and the bar is, as I said, foldable, and the blacksmith forged it. I had 2 bolts to make it sturdy, and I removed them to fold the bar. Okay, now let's pass to the electronics. It was quite important to have the correct electronics, so to have the perfect pressure and contact. So I got a galvanized sheet, I make it cut to a shape of a cross and glue it to the floorboard. So I used some American duct tape, so in this way it was to avoid some false contacts, and I used some velcro, I hope it is the right pronunciation, to make the steps, the buttons a bit higher, to separate the other square metal sheet on top of them. Okay, after those 4 steps, for the 4 buttons I applied. For drawings I make the print with a shape I downloaded and edited, and on top of them there are squares of Lexan, that is a sort of bulletproof plexiglass. This way jumping with force wouldn't destroy the whole board. On the 5 fixed steps I simply added a wooden square board for add a little thickness, just like the other steps, to make them in line, and on top of them I added other squares of Lexan. Okay, after that with my father we bolted all the 9 squares with bolts for wood, and inside the left part of the bar we added this sort of a strange button, but it works. As you can see here in the corner, for the electronics I simply tear down an AliExpress foldable mat. In this way I could use the USB electronics, make all the connections connected to the 4 buttons, to the button on the bar, and on to the cross. Anyways, for more detailed instructions, please write to me, or you can watch the series I linked in the description. Okay, in the end, the bar of the backside wasn't so sturdy, so I made build and paint again some triangles to make it perfectly sturdy. Yes, and we added a sort of blue round cushion on the back. And it's done. Probably you just saw some other videos of me playing on some challenging songs. Okay, in this way the experience was a lot improved, since with the chip mat it was quite difficult to understand if I pressed or not a step, or in which position I was. I was super tired, especially in some hard songs with jumps. In this way, holding the bar, it's quite easier to do the jumps or super fast movements, just like in the hardest difficulty of Tsugaru, that has some super fast repetitions of arrows. I still haven't beat that song in the hardest difficulty, but I'm working on it. Okay, I think that's all. Please tell me if you liked this video, my construction, and if you have some video dance requests or some piano or keyboard covers you would like I'll make, please let me know. That's all, thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!